What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Kind of getting tired of being here at the shop. How about you, Rick?
It's been a long day.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to put the knuckles on right now. We're waiting on these tabs, the steering tabs, to come in. They're getting laser cut elsewhere in the country, so we're waiting on them to come in, so we can't put the knuckles on. But today I'm going to put the shocks on. Got them sitting here on the table behind me. Looking pretty. Overtime shocks, the pink powder coat or fuchsia or whatever you want to call it. And now here are the bumps, the spring bumps. They are rubber bump stops down in here I have to put on, but they go on right here. So aluminum piece, rubber bump coil, aluminum piece. Got to do that to all the shocks. These are the rear shocks right here. These are 30-inch shocks, and I run 26-inch shocks in the front. See, we already hung one up. I actually had to go around and die grind all these holes out because they forgot to get plugged for powder coating, so I had to go clean all those out. But this is a 26-inch shock. I used to have the coil on the front that had this adjuster, and there used to be remote accumulators on the shocks. They were mounted right here, so we got rid of that accumulator, and now the accumulator is on the shock. It's going to be a lot nicer. Right now that's just marked up. I still got to take these off and put the coil bumps on. One step closer, so let's get these coil bumps on the shock shaft, guys. Okay, so I got them on the rear shocks, and I used some tire shine to get those rubber bump stops on because they're pretty tight on the shaft. So a little bit of tire shine help them slide on easier. And now Rick is going to help me set these shocks up on the rear. Automatic volunteer here. So get these on, get these shocks hung, and I'll get the front shocks and get the same coil bumps on them. Alright, got both sides on the rear on, so shocks are looking pretty. I like them a lot. I wasn't sure about this pink color, but it came out pretty nice. It's contrasting very well with the blue, and it's just all looking real sharp. Rick's still scraping.
Scraping my life away.
So now I'm going to get the coil bumps on these shocks, get those set, and then we'll get the front shocks hung. Okay, all the shocks are on now, all of them, looking pretty. I really like them. Like I said before, I was really unsure about the pink, but it came out really nice and I'm really pumped on them. But now we have to make brackets or braces that go across, so that'll strap onto each shock body, and that way they can't flop around when you're jumping. They have jam nuts up here on these rod ends, but that doesn't do the job completely. We'll build shock straps to go in there now. All right, so since this shock setup is a little different, these accumulators come a little too close to this sway bar arm right here. Also, this won't be the same color. The sway bar arms are gonna be black now because these are now pink. So what we're gonna do is cut this out here, make that the new hole, then trim that off right there. That'll fix that issue and give us plenty of clearance right there, and that little bit shouldn't affect any torsion. All right, so we got that cut off. Now there's a lot more clearance there, as you can see. There was only about a 1/4 inch before, and now we got a good 1.5 to 2 inches probably now, so there's no way that shock can hit that sway bar arm, so big difference. Just little things like that when you make big changes. All right, this sway bar arm is cut. The hole is where it needs to be right now to match this one, so plenty of clearance right there for the accumulator. We are piecing these together. These are all the clamps. Well, we got to build them. It's like a do-it-yourself kit, so you see it right now. Pretty much mocking up of how it's going to be. Now what those do, they hold these accumulators and everything in place, so when we're driving real hard, these aren't flopping around. They have jam nuts up here, but that's not quite enough, so those clamps will keep all that stable. Tomorrow will pretty much be my last day in the shop, so I'm going to get as much done as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The new shocks are looking great. I appreciate all you guys, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, link in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.